Welcome back to our channel, guys. Today is a fantastic day to dive deep into the juiciest daytime drama on television. Grab your coffee, settle in, and let's unpack the absolute chaos unfolding on our screens. We have so much to talk about, and honestly, my jaw is still on the floor from what we are about to discuss. Beyond the Gates, spoilers tease that Dani and Andre are officially walking on the most dangerous, razor-thin tightrope of their entire marriage. And let me tell you, the fall is going to be absolutely catastrophic. If you ask me, the most jaw-dropping, heart-stopping moment we need to talk about right now is the sheer audacity of what is happening in the hospital corridors. I am talking about a full-blown point of no return betrayal. Andre, who has been playing the oblivious, supportive husband, just completely lost his mind and crossed the ultimate line with Heather right there in the hospital. And while he is throwing his vows out the window with his dark, twisted European ex, Dani is literally down the hall, letting her jealousy and marital distance push her right back into Bill's extremely complicated orbit. We are looking at a double-sided betrayal, a completely toxic mirroring of secrets, and it is going to blow up their lives in a matter of seconds. Let us rewind for a second and look at Dani. Guys, she is still completely haunted by the night of the tornado. You know, the night I am talking about, the wind was howling, the power was out, and she was trapped in that dark, claustrophobic elevator with Bill. That was not just a moment of weakness. That was a full-on collision of unresolved feelings and sheer terror. Dani has been carrying the weight of that passionate hookup for weeks. She has been smiling through her teeth, playing the perfect wife to Andre, all while this massive, suffocating secret eats away at her soul. She knows exactly what is at stake. If the truth about that elevator ride comes out, it does not just end her marriage to Andre. It detonates everything. It destroys the fragile dynamic with Bill, it unleashes the absolute wrath of Haley, and it shatters the pristine image her parents, Vernon and Anita, have fought so hard to protect. Dani is terrified, but if you ask me, she is also addicted to the danger of it all. Now, for a long time, we all thought Andre was just the clueless husband. He thought Dani's distance, her anxiety, her sudden bursts of guilt were all just PTSD from the tornado. He has been playing the sweet, concerned photographer, totally oblivious to the fact that his wife slept with her ex-husband. But guys, Andre is not a victim here. Not even close. While Dani is drowning in her guilt over Bill, Andre has been dragged, kicking and screaming, right back into his own dark, twisted past. We always knew Andre had this wild European playboy history, but Heather is not just some random fling from his wild days. She is the stalker. She is the one who sent that terrifying bottle of champagne. She lured him to that hotel room, and now she is here in town, invading his reality. The connection between Andre and Heather is so much deeper and darker than a simple romance. There is an undeniable toxic gravity between them. When you look at how Heather looks at Andre and how Andre reacts to her, you can tell they share secrets that would make Dani's blood run cold. They survived something, or maybe they destroyed something together over in Europe, and Andre has never breathed a single word of it to Dani. He built this entire life, this entire marriage, on a foundation of omissions. He came back from that hotel room encounter and just smiled at Dani, acting like everything was perfectly normal. But the silence in their house is deafening. You can feel the tension radiating off the screen. They are sitting at the same dinner table, sleeping in the same bed, but they are millions of miles apart, both guarding these explosive secrets. And then there is the hospital situation. Guys, I cannot even begin to comprehend what Dani is thinking. Bill is in the hospital, recovering from heart attacks, dealing with a pacemaker, and surviving whatever slow burn poison Haley has been pumping into his veins. And Dani, she just cannot stay away. She keeps hovering, keeps visiting, keeps inserting herself into Bill's recovery. And let me tell you, Andre is watching this happen. He sees his wife constantly gravitating toward her ex-husband. He sees the way Bill looks at Dani, even from a hospital bed, completely ignoring Vernon's threats to stay away from her. Andre's insecurities are flaring up, and honestly, who could blame him? He feels his wife slipping through his fingers, pulled back into the chaotic orbit of her past. This brings us to the most insane, pulse-pounding moment of the entire storyline. The hospital collision. Andre is already feeling unmoored. He is watching Dani slip away. He is carrying the weight of his European secrets. And then, bam, he bumps into Heather right there in the sterile, brightly lit hallways of the hospital. It was supposed to be a random encounter, but with Heather, nothing is ever random. She knows exactly which buttons to push. She corners him. She starts whispering about the past, bringing up memories that Andre has desperately tried to bury. She provokes him. She taunts him. And she strips away all the carefully constructed defenses he has built up since marrying Dani. And guys, Andre just snaps. He loses every ounce of his sanity, every shred of his commitment to his marriage. The emotional manipulation, the sheer raw history between them, it just boils over. They cross the line right there in the shadow of the hospital where his wife's ex-husband is recovering. It is a massive, unforgivable betrayal. Andre, the guy who has been playing the victim of Dani's emotional distance, just committed the ultimate physical and emotional betrayal. He gave into the darkness that Heather represents. If you ask me, part of him wanted to do it. Part of him is so exhausted from playing the perfect husband to a wife who is emotionally cheating on him with Bill that he just wanted to feel something real, even if it was toxic and destructive. But wait, it gets even crazier, because while Andre is throwing his marriage away with Heather, what is Dani doing? She is standing right on the precipice of her own disaster. Dani is feeling the exact same disconnect in her marriage. She feels Andre pulling away. She feels the coldness, the secrets, the unspoken tension. And in her moment of extreme vulnerability, jealousy, and frustration, she turns right back to Bill. She walks into that hospital room, and the air just crackles with that unresolved elevator energy. Bill is lying there, completely reckless, flirting with disaster, and Dani is right there with him. The old feelings, the comfort, the toxic familiarity, it all comes rushing back. Dani is making a choice. She is choosing to lean into the danger. She already has this massive secret from the tornado, and instead of backing away, instead of running home to fix her marriage, she is doubling down. She is putting herself in a position where that secret is guaranteed to explode. It is like she is holding a lit match over a barrel of gasoline. I honestly find myself screaming at the screen, asking what on earth these two are thinking. They are both so lost in their own webs of deception that they cannot see they are destroying the exact same thing. Their marriage, the absolute irony of this entire situation is just staggering. Think about it. Dani and Andre are living in the exact same house, sleeping in the exact same bed, and they are both trapped in identical circles of deception. Dani has this earth shattering secret with Bill. Andre has this dark, twisted secret with Heather. They are both betraying each other. They are both lying to each other's faces. And yet they are both desperately trying to maintain the illusion of a happy marriage. It is a complete farce. They are holding on to a ghost. If you ask me, the marriage is already dead. They just have not signed the death certificate yet. The most terrifying part of this entire storyline is the anticipation of the fallout. We all know how soap operas work. Secrets this big, this messy, and this interconnected do not stay buried forever. It is not a matter of if the truth comes out. It is a matter of when and how. And because they are both hiding something so massive, the explosion is going to be a chain reaction. If Dani's secret about the elevator and her hospital rendezvous with Bill comes out first, Andre is going to play the devastated, heartbroken husband. He will play the victim, completely glossing over the fact that he just hooked up with Heather. But on the flip side, what if Andre's secret blows up first? What if Dani finds out who Heather really is? What if she discovers that her husband has a secret European past and just cheated on her with a dangerous international criminal in the hospital? Dani will be absolutely destroyed, but she will be throwing stones from a glass house because she is carrying the exact same sin with Bill. It is a Mexican standoff of infidelity and lies. When the truth finally drags itself into the light, the core issue is not even going to be about who betrayed who first. The real question is going to be, is there anything left of this marriage to save? And let us not forget the collateral damage. This is not just about Dani and Andre. When this double betrayal sees the light of day, it is going to rip through the entire town. Vernon has already threatened Bill to stay away from his daughter. If Vernon finds out Bill hooked up with Dani during the tornado and is still messing with her in the hospital, Vernon might actually kill him before Haley's poison does. And Anita, she just beat cancer. She just hosted a family celebration. And now she is going to watch her daughter's life implode in the most public, humiliating way possible. Then you have Haley, who is already a borderline psychopath. If she finds out Dani is still sniffing around Bill, Haley will not just get mad, she will get even. And then there is Heather. We cannot underestimate the danger she brings. She is not just a scorned ex-lover. She is a ruthless, manipulative force of nature. She is the impaler. She has Joey running scared. She has Randy tracking her, and she has completely infiltrated the town. She is not going to let Andre just walk away after their hospital encounter. She is going to use it. She will hold it over his head, blackmail him, and torture him with it. Heather thrives on chaos, and she will make sure Dani finds out in the most painful, destructive way possible. She wants to break Andre, and destroying his marriage is step one. Guys, I am telling you, we are witnessing the complete and total unraveling of Dani and Andre. They thought they could outrun their pasts. They thought they could bury their sins, but the past always collects its debts. They are both so blinded by their own guilt, their own desires, and their own fears that they are driving their relationship straight off a cliff. I cannot wait to see who cracks first. Will it be Dani, consumed by the guilt of the elevator? Or will it be Andre, suffocating under Heather's psychological warfare? Whatever happens, make sure you have your popcorn ready because this is going to be the most epic, messy, and dramatic fallout we have ever seen. Stick around because I will be analyzing every single second of this train wreck as it happens.